The Spurs may be the most interesting team in the NBA this season for a number of reasons. For one, and I really want people to take note of this because this is very unique, and it's the fact that they have the last two Rookie of the Years with Victor Wembanyama and Stephon Castle. The last time that happened was about 10 years ago with the Timberwolves, where they had Andrew Wiggins win it one year in 2015 and Karl Anthony Towns win it the next year in 2016. And on top of that, while the Spurs had these back-to-back Rookie of the Years, they also picked very highly in this recent draft and got Dylan Harper from Rutgers, who I'm going to focus on a ton in this video. On top of that, what I really love about this team is they have a perfect blend of young talent and also veteran talent. I think that is a recipe for success for any team trying to get out of that rebuild phase and actually contend for the playoffs. De'Aaron Fox is their veteran talent. Now, he's not 30-something years old. He is 27, so he is still relatively young, but he has been around the game and the NBA for a bit of a while now, right? And he has been great up to this point in his career. There's a lot he can provide for this team on the offensive end. He is still an all-star caliber guy. Before getting traded from the Kings last year, was putting up 25 points per game. They have him for a bit of a while after trading for him last year and extending him this summer on a 4-year deal. But there's a bit of concern, especially about the fit between him and Dylan Harper. First and foremost, let me say this. Harper has been amazing through the preseason and has been one of the standout rookies of the preseason so far. And that's saying a lot because Cooper Flagg's been great. On top of that, Ace Bailey has been great. And obviously Harper has been great. And in my opinion, those were flat out the three best players in this class. Harper has done so much with his ability to get downhill, which in today's game with so much spacing will open up a ton of offense for the Spurs. And we have seen great examples of that. He can get downhill. He is super quick. He can get to the rim and finish around and over defenders, or also utilize the spacing the Spurs have and find shooters along the perimeter, or find guys rolling at the basket in these empty corner pick and rolls we have seen a ton of from him in the preseason. Just a really large offensive skill set that is derivative upon his ability to get downhill and utilize his quickness. So while Harper has been great, there have been a lot of pros and cons with him being on this team, and people have taken notice of those cons over the last couple of months. And obviously the biggest con is this. The Spurs already have a point guard who they extended in De'Aaron Fox. There are a lot of similarities between Fox and Harper. Both are left-handed guards who love to get downhill, and none of those guys are super strong shooters from distance, especially off the catch. The best way to run like these two point guard lineups is to have at least one of those guys who can interchange well and play at a high level off the ball. Maybe Fox can do it at a higher level, but are you getting the best offense when you're asking one of those two guys to operate as off the ball players? In my opinion, no, right? Some guys are not meant to exist off the ball. A good example of that is Russell Westbrook. There was never a situation where Russell Westbrook thrived long term as an off the ball player. And that is okay, right? That's not his game. That's not where he's optimized at. And I don't know right now if that is where Fox or Harper optimized at. So your question is, how much time are they going to have together on the court? And how much does this hinder Harper's development a bit in his first year? How many looks does he have in closing situations? If I'm trying to win a game, I am not running Fox and Harper at the same time because of those spacing issues, especially with those two guys being in the backcourt, right? Usually if I'm going to have a non-shooter, it's going to be a big man, not a point guard, and especially not a rookie point guard. So how many looks is Harper going to get in those closing lineups next to De'Aaron Fox? That is the biggest point of concern with Harper being on this team, is how much do we really see him perform at a high level when he's playing alongside with Fox, and does he get a lot of reps in closing situations? Yes, he'll get a ton of reps with the second unit and leading the second unit early in the second quarter, but I'm not sure again if we're going to get enough dosages of him late in games to help close games out, which is huge for any rookie's development. And on top of that, they did extend Fox over 4 years, which makes you wonder what their long-term plan is. And again, I'm not saying Fox isn't worth the extension. He is a great player. He is somebody that can help you come in and win now. But when they saw that extension, especially Spurs fans and a lot of other non-Spurs fans who were tuned in, they did wonder, and I wondered as well, what does this mean for Dylan Harper's progression over the course of time, right? So there are those questions that come to the table when talking about Harper's fit alongside with Fox. Now, here are some pros that are associated with this. For one, it doesn't hurt to have a rookie play off the bench and learn behind somebody, right? We have seen that happen a ton through the course of NBA history, where rookies are able to kind of come off the bench a bit, learn some things, play in spurts, and it helps build and progress their game over the course of time. If there is any point guard Dylan Harper should be learning from, it is De'Aaron Fox. Why? Because again, they play the game in a very, very similar way. Dylan Harper coming out of Rutgers was very similar to De'Aaron Fox coming out of Kentucky. Now, I think Fox was a better shooter and a little more polished, but there are a lot of similarities, right? So there are some benefits to having Harper come off the bench and playing behind Fox. There is benefit and there is value in having a rookie play behind somebody and learn a bit in their first couple of seasons. Also, who knows? Maybe this is a perfect time to develop other skill sets for Harper early in his career, right? So if he is on the court with Fox, maybe in closing lineups, they're possibly and most likely asking him to do a lot of other things that don't involve him being ball dominant. If he is able to build that skill set early in his career, think about how valuable he will be at 24, 25 years old when he is a much more complete all-around player. I think that path towards being a complete player starts here with him having to figure out different ways to affect the game without having the ball in his hands here playing alongside with Fox. So again, there are definitely multiple schools of thought when it comes to this entire situation with the Spurs. There are definitely pros and there are also cons. But one thing is for certain, if there is any franchise that could figure out this fit between Fox and Harper long term, it is 100% the Spurs. They know how to figure these sorts of situations out. They know how to manage and develop young talent in tandem with veteran stars and things like that. I think they can figure the situation out and find a benefit for all parties involved and ultimately create a team that can contend for a title not too long from now down the road.